We call it in Mexico, muérdete la lengua.
Yeah, yeah, bite your tongue. Bite your tongue. Because you
Bite
get
your tongue.
very tempted to say something, right? And it could backfire. Yeah. So
Very good.
how are you two? Good. All right.
No, no, no.
Perfectly,
Well, we can
perfectly.
start then.
Oh, you got?
I have one that I got in, well, I cannot say the place where I got it, or can I?
No, turn it to the on the other side, Anna.
San
This in the
Francisco.
corner, in the corner.
Yeah,
We
we
don't
can.
see.
There we go. We
I
can see it.
have
You have Disney.
Oh, that's right.
Disney.
I have San Francisco.
Well,
Oh,
today I
Disney.
have Disney.
And mine is very plain. It's just the Frida Cinema, which is a cinema in Orange County somewhere, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
good
Lovely.
old Frida.
So what are we going to talk about today? I know, Mom, you have an update for us.
Oh,
I
yes.
have an update. You know what? I always criticize, well, not always, but I would say the people that carried little snacks, like in between meals, you were going someplace and they would take out some nuts or something. And I would say, why do you have to carry snacks in between? And then the water all the time. And life is a wonderful teacher, because now that I have prediabetes, well, kind of diabetes. I'm just about there, and I have to stop it now. I have these special guidelines for nutrition, and in between meals, I have to have a little snack. So if I'm going out somewhere, I'm going to have to have a little plastic bag with something to eat.
Good.
That's
Good
good.
for you.
But so
Yes.
far, so good, because I'm in a stage, and I'm glad, that I went through all of this and went to see a nutritionist, doctor nutritionist, and that helps a lot. I have a guideline, and what to do exactly so it doesn't get worse.
Yeah.
So far, I feel good in general. So she said, checking my blood test I had that showed the sugar high. It seems that other things seem to be okay, well, except the cholesterol. But I think it's going to change with the food guidelines, which is not like a strict diet. You cannot eat this ever again. But right now, has to concentrate on what I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay. It's good. But
Yeah.
stop criticizing. Don't say, I
So
would
in
never
other
do
words,
that.
there is a dicho says, but you have to help me here. Be careful. Cuidado con lo que escupes al cielo, porque te cae en la cabezota.
Isn't that be careful what you spit to the sky because it'll fall
Yes.
back down to you?
Yes.
That's gross.
Correct.
Yes. That's right. That's right. It's a dicho. But if you put it on, it's exactly what happens.
That's true.
No?
That's true.
Or the one that says, don't ever say, I will never drink of this water. No digas de esta agua, no tomaré,
No
or something
beberé.
like that.
Yeah.
Because, life is a wonderful teacher.
Yeah. Well, all to say that was the next step for you to work on your health, right? Because you did get some news the last time from your doctor, and now you're following up with the nutritionist, and hopefully that will help you prevent anything from developing from that, right? And maintain better
Just
blood
on
sugar.
time, really.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is interesting because I came across an article that talked about tips for increasing your longevity, right? Increasing the years on your life. So I want to read some of these, and they were different people from different fields, right? Not just people in the physical, whether they're doctor or trainers or things like that, but from a variety of fields gave their feedback on these tips. So I'm going to share some of the tips, and you tell me if these are things that you're currently doing, and go from there.
Okay.
So the first tip is to strength train at least 2 days a week, weights, right?
Oh,
because that's good. You do?
I do.
Mom was very quick.
Mama.
I just walk. I walk and go upstairs, downstairs.
Well, you have the weights.
I used to do some weight like that, and I really liked it in the gym as a physical therapy when I had the problem of my right hip. And after the surgery and feeling wonderful, thank God after that, I never went back to the gym,
no
to
good
therapy.
habits.
So yeah, because that's for sure. I can tell that the muscles are leaving.
Well, it's good for, of course, bone health, right? In addition to muscle, and muscle helps burn fat. Certainly for women, they always say that's increasingly important as you become perimenopause, menopausal, you know?
Yes.
And so it may be good to revisit, Mom, how to do that on a smaller scale, because it doesn't mean you have to go out and lift 25-pound weights, right? It's
No.
something that's appropriate for you.
No.
Yeah.
Something lighter.
Yeah. The next one we've talked about when we talked about aging gracefully, which is to use SPF sunscreen, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We have talked about that.
Which for me, I've had to get those creams that have it already in the cream because I'm not good about layering.
Putting so much.
Yeah. Yeah. 2-3 layers.
And feel the grease. Yes.
I know.
I know.
But that's a good one. The other one is reach out to loved ones. And we've been talking about that because we talked about how our friendships change and how we are intentional about those relationships.
Exactly.
And Mom talked about writing letters and postcards as part of that.
Yes.
Which hopefully
that's so important.
Oh, very important.
Or give them a call once in a while, or gather together. You know. Yes. Be in contact.
Be in contact in some form, right? Even just periodically to check in with people. It's good for socialization, good connection, decreases isolation, which is something we talked about recently as well. Okay, this next one is a tough one. Floss your teeth.
Oh my God! How many times a day? I barely.
Once probably. I have the hardest time flossing.
Why?
And every time I go to my very nice dentist, I have the water pick, but the dentist has told me, and you know, one can read your teeth, you know, your tooth health is very, very important. Your gums health.
Yeah.
So I use the water pick, and once in a while I try the floss. And I have tried several things. The ones that look like a little thingy, the one that looks like
a thingy like that. But see, the ones that you just buy and you even can carry it. Well, be very careful with those, because my dentist just told me that you cannot use those for when you have a crown.
Oh.
Because you will end up having the crown down and then the food go in. Very important.
The ones that look like a toothpick with a thingy.
Exactly. Those that you put like this and then you go like that, and then you cannot go like that. You have to put down, right? Well, they say do not use it for the crowns.
That's good to know. I have a dentist appointment cleaning tomorrow too, and I had my first deep cleaning a few months ago. And yeah, of course, they always remind you to floss regularly. And like you said, Mom, sometimes when infections and things happen in your gums, it can impact other illnesses too. And so it's really important. And actually, in the old days, centuries ago, when there wasn't great dental health, they would even tie poor dental health to mental health issues.
Oh,
yeah.
See how bad is the bacteria that goes through your veins. You know, the how you call that? The blood. That's the blood veil.
Exactly. That's where it filters, right? The next one, I know I've had to get on Mom about: wear comfortable shoes. And I would say supportive shoes, right? Don't let them wear down to where there's no support on the bottom.
Oh, you mean like the flats?
Oh, yes.
You know, they use on the summertime,
Or her walking shoes. Sometimes she uses them till they're really worn down, and then that impacts the way you're walking, and it can actually hurt you.
Okay.
Right?
I'm ready for new tennis shoes that I will not let this week go without. I've been saying it for the last 6 months or something, but I promised that I was going to get new ones. In the walking well, we cannot say names, but I can say names. We're not sponsoring. Skechers, I love Skechers.
Not sponsored.
No
But the
sponsor.
key is to not wear them down to the point where the support is gone from the sole, because then your body accommodates, and it can really hurt you if you're working with a shoe that's just not supportive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So your column, yeah.
Yeah. Keep a consistent bedtime and wake up time. And we've talked about sleep schedule, right?
Anna, do you have any comments on this?
I'm terrible at that, because sometimes I watch a movie until 1 a.m. And then, of course, I can sleep the next day if I don't have anything until 9. But the thing is, I cannot sleep until 9, after 9. Like it used to be years ago that you could sleep until 10 or 11 when you were young, and you went out the night before and you could sleep until noon. No, no, no. The body tells you, okay, time to wake up. Too bad if you slept very little. You need to go back to bed earlier.
But my question is, when you stay up till 1 watching something, do you start to feel tired at 9 or 10?
That is the silly thing, because I can start falling asleep and actually missing part of the. It's just in the head. Lately I've been good. Well, be good in a sense, because I try to go to bed at 11. Sometimes 11:30, but no later than that, because I need to sleep. I think it's at least 7 hours.
7 to 8. 7 to 8 is consistently is what's desired, right? But we know that sleep impacts hormones, circadian rhythm, all those things, right, that regulate your body. And so consistency. And we talked about that recently when we talked about the occasional outing you might do that might push you out later. And sometimes you have to set limits with how late you're willing to stay out, because, for me, I'm very regular. And so I try to stick to that.
Yes.
Very important, yeah.
Same. Yes. Your body needs it. And you have to educate your body. That's another habit that you have to. And to me, for instance, that I'm retired now and I don't have mama that I used to take care of her, I'm still go to bed early. Sorry.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. The other one, eat more fiber.
Oh, well, fiber comes in vegetables. You can add some prunes, plums, or whatever you call it.
Oh, the prunes, yeah.
Plums.
Or I use chia seeds.
Chia seeds. Chia seeds, very good.
Very good. I need to do that, because fiber in fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
And also seeds. Every so often I put some seeds in my salads, for example, because legumes is another thing, right? Because I have beans, lentils.
No, beans has fiber. Legumes as well. Yes.
They're a good option because it's protein and fiber.
Yes, very good.
And remember that in Mexico, that's the way we grew up. Every day there was beansies.
Yes, yes, that's big fiber.
And the estimate is like 25 to 35 grams a day.
Oh, 35?
25 to 35. It varies.
To 35 a day.
A day.
So you have to have it daily. Yeah, of course. Okay.
Yeah. This last one I have, which is try to eat less meat.
Oh my God. I don't understand. They say increase your protein.
Listen. There is evidence that if you substitute just 3% of animal-based protein with plant-based protein, you can reduce your risk of premature death by 10%.
Oh my.
That's according 3%? To a doctor. By 10, substitute.
I know, but
3% of the animal with plant-based. It reduces the risk by 10%. So if you eliminate it or eat it very rarely,
it's even more.
In other words, you're encouraging us to become a vegetarian? Is that what you're trying to do?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying I'm healthy, she says.
I'm
That's all I can
saying, you
say.
guys, I have 10 years over you guys.
That's all I'm
Because
saying.
you can go to these restaurants that have all these lovely they have a special name, but it's gourmet kitchens, and they give you a little red thingy with a little thing that is yellow and a little green. Only God knows what that is. Expensive and gourmet. And I've always said, you give me a good steak and potatoes, and that will make me happy. Well, we cannot do that.
No,
Sorry. You have to
no.
replace it for vegetables. Now, let's go back to the vegetables protein. Do you know which ones will have to consume more that will have more protein?
Legumes, like we were saying. What else?
The vegetables. Vegetables will be maybe peas.
I don't know about the vegetables. I'd for sure like all kind of beans fall into the protein and
Yeah,
fiber, but I'm not
yeah.
sure about the
I
specific
think
vegetables.
the peas,
Chicharo.
chicharos.
Chicharo.
Which I
Um,
hate peas, by the way.
I love
Oh,
peas.
no.
I love peas. Mama used to make this peas with mayonnaise or cream. I
That sounds
forgot, but
Exactly.
it was very
nasty.
good. Um,
See,
See, it was
vegetables.
nasty? No.
Thank you very much.
Well,
I can't believe you hate them. Well, give them a try. You know what I did? It says one cup of peas will give you 8 grams of protein.
okay. I'm still not
Now,
eating them.
Very good.
in England, I try. It's so good. They do a mousse with peas. Come on, and you can add, like salt or a little, some flavor to it. It's so good.
It's like hummus, but with peas.
Exactly, with peas, and you get,
Oh,
well, I don't know about the hummus how much protein they have,
Mm-mm,
I
but
bet you it's garbanzo.
mm-mm.
garbanzo must have
It
must
has to
have
have.
let's see.
Well, this is what I say. Mom, there were a lot of things on that list that you are not doing. So we may have to revisit that list.
I
Very much
know.
so. Very much so.
I'll say,
Start getting
Paying
her
closer
some weight.
attention.
yeah, yeah. We
Oh,
have
yeah.
these little weights that look like eggs, and I
Oh,
think they're only
yes.
like 1.5 pounds.
Oh,
You carry
good.
them in your hands, and you can start incorporating that.
You guys, I think Andrea, sweetie, gave me this like a weight for the leg, for the lower leg.
Uh-huh.
I think it was an exercise. I don't remember if it was for the hip or something, but you put it around your how do you call it here, your wrist,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when you do the
There
exercises.
you go.
And the
Mm-hmm.
You
leg
don't
you
have to
can even sit
lift.
down and go up and down because I
But
cannot sit down on the floor.
but don't just jump into doing them. Let the trainer tell you what you should be doing so that you do
Exactly.
it
I'll show them to her next time.
carefully.
Yes.
So
And
look,
So
how
what
to
else?
start,
and how to start
because
slowly.
you may hurt yourself
Yeah, yeah,
instead.
you don't want to hurt yourself.
No.
Little by little.
No, little by little. So then we're gonna look at our own list and go back to it and see what we can work on. But I came across another article that reminded me about a conversation we had recently, the letters conversation, I think, and about how technology is changing the way we're communicating, right? And I know, Laura, you said specifically communicating with your son is challenging sometimes. And so I happened to find this article on the successful ways that parents of adult children connect better. So I'm going to
Oh,
read this out because maybe there's some tips for you and
yes.
for other listeners who are having the same
Let's
challenge.
listen. Oh, yes.
So the first one is parents who successfully connect ask questions that haven't been answered 100 times. So instead of asking the generic question, how was your day? How was work? How was school? They actually come back to something that their child said recently, like if they had a problem with a close friend, how's it going with so and so? Were you able to come back to talk about the situation, right? Because then you're paying attention to very specific things that are on your child's mind. Now, I don't know how that's going to work with you, Aunt Lauda, because you get fine and nothing. So I don't know.
I don't think it's going to be so easy with me because
To have conversation.
the conversations are totally, very narrow. Sometimes he can explain himself a little more. So maybe I have to take a note for the next time, go through that, right?
Yep. Go back
Instead of, correct. Okay, that's a good tip. I like it.
Yeah. And I'll say, Mom, you do that often. You remember something that I'd mentioned and you come back to it. Or you just ask on your own, even if it's a text. Hey, what's going on with this situation?
Oh, I'm glad.
The second thing is, the successful parents keep their opinion to themselves about a decision that their child made. Even if it's not a great decision, they don't say that was a bad decision.
You don't argue or you don't give an advice back? In other words, you just quiet whatever?
Well, probably is like, it's because this is an adult person.
An adult.
Yeah, adult.
That means, whatever they learned from you when they were children, hopefully more positive things than that. I think we have to think as parents of adult children that they have their own decisions, personalities, likings, and we need to, respect that and embrace the way they are. Many a time we might be saying, well, why do you do that? And you shouldn't have done that.
I knew a person like that. But yeah, you're right. You're right.
Why do you do that?
I don't understand. How come you didn't ask me before? Before you do anything, you have to ask.
Okay.
And it's hard. That's probably one of the harder ones because especially, as you become an adult, you have to learn sometimes by doing, right? And
get your own mistake. Yeah, that's true.
And get the parent may want them to avoid mistakes they've made, but sometimes you kind of have to sacrifice that a little bit to let them learn.
We call it in Mexico, muérdete la lengua.
Yeah, bite your tongue. Bite your tongue.
Bite your tongue.
Very tempted to say something, right? And it could backfire.
Yes. Okay.
So they share their own lives instead of only asking about the child's life. So they may be more open with their adult child about things they're going through, which is an interesting shift because if you think about it, probably when they were younger, when they were not adults, right? Probably the custom was my stuff to the side. I'm focusing on you as the child. But a different dynamic develops as they become adults, right? Where it's like we can share more openly some of the stuff that is affecting us. So I don't know. I know that's something Mom does.
That's interesting. Yeah, because it's nice to share what we're doing or happening to us.
I'll do it. I'll do it most of the time too.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to know what's going on. Actually, I try to do it more often, right? Good. Like, no pushing, but like I say, did I tell you that I'm going to do this and this, or I'm going to have an appointment with this? Like getting involved or at least some knowledge from me.
Yeah. And the dynamic starts to shift a little bit because it doesn't feel anymore like, oh, you're the parent who has to hide some parts of your life from me, right?
Exactly.
And I would even say it becomes more critical once in the future, we'll have a discussion about how relationships shift as your parents age, because we know, right, at some point, certainly you two know with grandma and grandpa that at a certain point, you start taking more of the caretaker role and you need to know things. So starting at a point earlier than when it has to be that way starts to set the stage for that being a more normal part of the way you communicate.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good tip there.
The other one is that the parent takes whatever kind of communication their child is offering. So instead of saying, why don't you call me? Or why don't you have dinner with me every night? If they text you something,
that's
say, okay.
If they say, I'm not taking any dinner with you and I'm not eating today with you,
Okay, I'll just eat by myself.
no problem. Enjoy it. My gosh.
Uh,
No
yeah,
wonder, no wonder my son that still live with me, when I'm gone, he's so happy. And when he sees me, he's like, oh, did you miss me? Well, I miss you, but I was so happy. I
No
was so happy
schedule,
by
no
myself.
scheduling.
Okay, I got it. I have to start learning things. Yeah.
Well, as much as I have said, these electronic, these devices, is all the time, and people don't even talk anymore. You're with your little thingies. Well, I love the WhatsApp that way, because I have a daily, hello with actually Joanna
Yes.
checks with me
Yeah, exactly.
every
To
day.
know how you're
It's a
doing.
connection with Tia Laura too,
mhm.
which is
Yes.
nice, which is
Yes.
nice to
Yeah.
say, how are you? What are you doing? Even a few words, a few sentences, but it's
Yeah.
daily and you have an idea what's going on.
Yeah. Well, and it actually becomes a way. Actually, for me, sometimes when I don't get the good morning and I haven't said good morning yet, then I start to worry when it's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I'm like, are you okay? Is everything okay?
What's
Yeah.
going on? So
Yeah.
this is how used you are to receive that kind of good morning messages,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Hmm.
Text.
A daily,
That's
how
true.
are you? I'm gonna do this, or how are
Yes,
you?
that's true.
Hmm.
No, especially you, Anna, that you start with the good morning for everybody. Usually,
Good
you
morning.
beat
I hope
me.
it's a nice
You
Monday.
beat me. And then I start, when I see your mom, all these chats that we share,
Good morning, good
oh,
morning, good
that's
morning.
Anna. Anna saying good morning to everybody.
Good morning. And then thank God I have a calendar, because I barely remember,
Oh, that's
our
another one.
birthdays. I have a calendar, and then I say, well, today is so and so's B-day.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
That
Yes.
Yeah.
contact. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. It's nice for people to receive those messages, right? To
Yeah.
birthday.
Well, I mean, I was going to say, you don't know what's going on with the other person, right?
Hmm.
Might be, having a situation, and might be depressed or whatnot,
Yeah.
like when they're sick, you
Yeah.
can
And it
tell.
can make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Exactly.
Is there
Well,
anything that you would add in terms of strengthening your relationship with your adult children that you would add to what I shared?
goodness. Well, your mama does very well, actually.
I
Me,
do. I'm glad.
yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do. You're part when you go to and visit your where your daughter or your son. I mean, you're like a guest. You're not mama coming, And of
Mhm.
course, grandson is always happy to have her around.
Hmm.
But yeah, and play with
Yes.
you and whatnot. Well, yeah, I would say I'm starting to learn to give that privacy,
Hmm.
because the hard part is when they live with you.
Hmm.
See, and it's like a partner, right? When you share a house with someone, well, you have to deal with timing and schedules and whatnot. So, but since since they still here, and it's hard because it's been for so long, to give that step, or to change the way you used to treat or talk to this
Hmm.
person is hard. But I think I'm getting there too, because I'm giving him some free space.
Hmm.
So yeah, so an advice will be, well, one of my good things that I have, and I think it's good, all nights without an exception, I go with him, knock at his door, give him a kiss goodnight all the time. So it doesn't matter if he's busy. I'm sorry. I'm knocking. I'm going to sleep. So he stands up and,
A routine.
Yeah, that's very good.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the good morning, good night messages that we send. Like you said, for you, and a lot of the differences, you share the same physical space. So you've created ways to create that privacy, but there's still a level of connection. Like I'm still here and I'm here for you, and you have a routine that you both have agreed on in some ways, right? Because he responds. And
Exactly.
it's what I think you've replicated, Mom, by texting good morning, good night. It's sort of the same
Yes.
thinking,
Yes.
which
Yes,
I think
because you don't have him around.
exactly. And I think that's the key, is finding a way to say I'm here, even if I don't see you all the time, or even if I'm here, we have our space, but I'm still here in some way.
The difference is that sometimes we have people that they don't respond right away, right, Anna? And you say good night, and this guy responds 3 days after that. Oh, Mom, good night.
Or
Without
2 weeks
saying
later,
names.
2 weeks
I will not
later.
mention names.
I
And two
wouldn't say
little
names.
boys.
I know it's not me.
No,
I know that
No,
much.
not at all.
two
Not at
little
all.
boys. Well, the younger boy,
The younger boy.
younger boy who's single, adult single, I hope happy. It doesn't take that long. But the older one, if he ever watches this program,
Please do. I will encourage him to do so.
how is it going? This and the other. And maybe 3 or 4 days later, oh, I'm sorry, but
To me, that would be a concern. When I send
Yeah.
him, like, when I'm away and I send him a text and he doesn't respond right away, within an hour, I'm doing another text. Hey,
Yeah.
are you okay? What's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
true. Because
Yeah.
I know that you can be involved, of course, at work in well, he's married, so he's got, and with
There is no
Sebastian, his
excuse.
son.
Every time you have a cell phone with you on a hand, yes or
That
no,
is my
Everybody.
it's no excuse.
That's my
I
argument. You
know.
always have your phone on you. It's not like you
You
can't see
always,
the
because you're
notification.
working, especially when he's working or receive, calls from work. Or he has a breaks. Sometimes he has breaks, I bet.
For
It's
And
sure.
all
just,
it takes is yes, no, whatever the question,
yeah,
this or the
thank
other
you,
happens.
Mom, or,
Fine. Fine. Nothing.
fine.
Fine.
I don't know.
Because
Well,
if I'm leaving this world and I'm letting you know and you're going to answer in 5 days, forget it. I'm already someplace else.
Exactly. What about an emergency? I mean, honestly, no. Of course, you will call, but
right. Yeah. And
you
I
will
think
call them.
that's the rule that's kind of developed, right? If it's really serious, you'll call me,
Exactly.
to let me
Yes,
know,
very
which
important.
I've
Yes,
had to
of
do
course.
on
Yeah.
occasion.
But see, he relies on you, Joanny, because you are the top of the top. So he's like, oh, Joanny's there,
Mhm. Yeah, until one time I had to call him when Mom was sent to emergency at 2 in the morning, and I said, "You are driving down tonight because I cannot get out tonight to meet her at the hospital." He's like, "Okay."
See what I mean? Isn't that wonderful that your older brother will say okay to you? That's lovely. I love
Lovely.
it.
It's lovely.
It will never happen to me.
Well, the thing is, remember we just had a conversation about my rage. I don't think
Yes.
he wants to see that side, because that is
He
one of those
doesn't.
examples.
He
I
doesn't.
know,
He
I
knows
know, I know.
already. He
Funny,
doesn't.
huh?
No,
But
but
Well,
you
very
know
funny.
that in the old days, a mommy would say, I'm sure, mama, grandma, and her mom, our grandmothers, I'm sure they would say, well, they're boys, because that's the way we educated them.
Yeah, don't
Well,
bother them.
you're a woman, you have more responsibility.
it's
Who
time for a
said
shift.
so?
Exactly. Well, I'll be curious, people listening, what they think, what things they've done if they're parents of older adults, of adult children, how they've strengthened their connection, if some of these things resonated with them, or they have other tips, along with the tips for longevity, because that was a lengthy list, but maybe they have some
That
other
was
tips
very good.
that have
That
helped
Yes,
them.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, on that note, let's quickly introduce ourselves. Mom,
Anna,
my tia,
Laura,
and I'm Joanna, and we want to remind you, whether it's good, bad, or funny,
live
live
it
it
up.
up.